Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is Siti Auniwazna binti Mustazi. Today I will be your presenter to share knowledge about cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of digital communication tools such as the internet and cell phone to make another person feel angry, sad or scared, usually repeatedly. Example of cyberbullying include sending hurtful texts or instant messages, posting embarrassing photos or videos on social media, and spreading harsh rumors online or with cell phone. Based on statistics compiled by Cybersecurity Malaysia, there were 300 cyber harassment cases in 2012, 512 in 2013, 550 in 2014, 442 in 2015, 529 in 2016. It more serious among students where there is 250 cases had been reported in 2012, in 2013, and increasing to 389 cases. Meanwhile, in 2014, the cases had been decreased to 291 cases, while in 2015 decreases again to 256 cases, and unfortunately in 2016 it increasing to 338 cases. But what is actually the reason behind this? Revenge motivated some individuals to do cyberbullying. Being victims of bullying in daily life make them think harassing other people is only something that is natural, as some people deserve to be bullied. Some says they would start to find new targets that seems to be weaker than them. Some individuals would bully only to boost their egos. This type of people simply harass others, entertain themselves and their friends. And mostly, it happens when they want attention because some are suffering from a family conflict and starving for the recognition of being powerful figures. There is no good in cyberbullying. Many people nowadays are being victims of this. The disadvantages of cyberbullying is it will cause depression and it may end them with suicide. Besides that, the ones who got abused will be the abuser too in the future, and it increasing the cases in the future. Moreover, the victims may lose one's confidence or self-esteem. Therefore, most of all people have to make action to prevent and destroy cyberbullying immediately. The action that you can take are talk with them about cyberbullying. You can ask them about what is cyberbullying and what they should do if being bullied. This way, you will see how much they are involved in the situation and which side they're on. Other than that, as a celebrity, you can be a role model to support cyberbullying victims. We can see the example from Demi Lovato and Justin Bieber, who talk about this problem out loud. Last but not least, as a teacher, you can use staff and parents meetings and even do newsletters to prevent cyberbullying. Use your school website to create a page and forum where parents can discuss the problem. Also, you can engage bullies and victims by giving them mutual tasks so they can try to see each other from a different perspective. The conclusion are all types of bullying from any perspective such as mentally, physically, or cyberly must and have to prevent these cases, and it can happen if all parties take action. Together we stop the cyberbullying. Stop cyberbullying.